I was never a fan of the idea of talking to AI. I just type my prompts and my tasks and that's it basically. But with ChatGPT Voice, things might change because it's not just an option to avoid typing and to get my prompts into AI tools. Instead, it's a real expert listening to me all the time, having access to all the ChatGPT tools, and also not just following me in ChatGPT, but anywhere I go on my machine. So in the browser, in tools, on the desktop, everything I see on my screen can be seen by ChatGPT Voice, if activated, obviously. ChatGPT Voice is available in the desktop application. It works in ChatGPT, Chat and Work, and also in Codex. I'll focus on to Work here though, because I might want to create ChatGPT Voice some files for me. Therefore, I will create a quick project here in Work by choosing the project folder on my computer. So GPT Voice project and ChatGPT Voice folder. And now we can always activate the voice feature with this button here. But you have to activate this at the beginning of a chat or a task you are working on. Otherwise, you cannot use this feature. This is the start of our task here. So let's activate it. If we do that, you can find this bubble here, which is indicating that ChatGPT Voice is listening to you and monitoring the current page, so to say. Though monitoring doesn't mean it constantly watches the page. If you ask it something about the page, it will take a screenshot and then process the information. But generally, and I muted it here, as you can see, it follows me everywhere. So if I go to my desktop, it's available here. If I go back to the browser, it's there, and so on. So it can follow you everywhere you go on your machine. And now let's make things practically. Let's see how it can help me with my hotel search here in New York City. So I want to go to New York and I'm just checking out some hotels here. And I want you to pick the hotels that might be interesting for me. And then you should analyze the pros and cons, the location, the rating, and also the availability. And then create a presentation at the end, which makes my decision-making process easier. And I want to get started as a first hotel with the Dominic Hotel in Soho. That's the first hotel you should add to the list, please.
Sure. I'll start with the Dominic and pull together the comparison. What are your New York travel dates?
You can find the dates up here. Let me highlight that for you at the top of the page.
Okay, checking that now. Got it. I found August 11th to the 18th for 2 adults. The Dominic's available. Skyline View King.
All good, thank you.
3,835.
More hotels to it, so I don't want to limit my selection to this single hotel. Just give me a minute.
Sure, take your time.
So as you see, I can interrupt ChatGPT Voice. I don't have to wait until it finished the sentence, which makes it quite comfortable because you can intervene those long answers nobody cares about in this case. The next hotels I want to add to my list are the Langham in New York in 5th Avenue. And let me check another one, the Pierre Hotel in New York in the Upper East Side, New York. That would be the next hotel. Maybe let me highlight this for you, the last one, in case you're not sure.
Got it. I'll review those with the dates and line up the options. I've added the Langham and the Pierre to the short list, and I'll compare all three on location, ratings, trade-offs, and live availability for August 11th to the 18th.
Perfect. And make sure to generate a quick presentation. You have access to my project here, to my work project in the folder. So just 3 slides maybe with the pros and cons as mentioned.
Got it. I'll put that together as a quick 3-slide deck. I'm using the presentation flow to create a concise 3-slide comparison with your dates and the 3 hotels.
And as you see, now it started this task inside the current project. As of now, it cannot jump to other projects or start new tasks. But the good thing is you can use it inside this task, and I didn't type a thing, obviously. And now we just let it create that presentation for us.
3-slide hotel comparison is ready. It covers locations, guest ratings, pros and cons, and the current availability snapshot. Langham leads on guest ratings, the Dominic is the stronger downtown option, and the Pierre is flagged for live rate confirmation.
Okay, thank you, great. I'll have a look and come back to you in case I got any questions or in case I need more hotels. So now let's see what ChatGPT generated here. Okay, it's just a single slide, but at least we have the 3 hotels named with a summary at all which one we should choose. I would have expected a more detailed presentation, but the main point is that we could delegate that task to ChatGPT Voice, and in the end it worked. Now, let's have a look at another example here where this might be helpful. This time we're talking about help in tools we are working on. I'm working on the thumbnail for this video now, and I selected the background, but I cannot find the option to change the color of the background. Can you help me here?
Sure, let me check what's selected and find that setting. I can help, but I couldn't see the editor controls from the capture. Which app are you editing the thumbnail in?
I'm here in Canva Pro, that's the app I'm using, and I'm just checking the interface, but I cannot find the option to change the color.
I'll take a look in Canva for that background color option. The background color control is visible. In the top toolbar, click the small blue gradient swatch above the canvas. That opens the color panel, and you can switch to a solid color there.
Perfect, thank you, that helped a lot. So obviously this was a very easy example, but generally this whole taking screenshot, analyzing it, and then helping the user works pretty well also in more complex tools. We can also use it if we are lost on a website, for example. Like this page here, let ChatGPT create, is quite a mess, obviously, and I somehow want to find a way to contact the company here. And of course, I could find an icon or something like this, or the text, but I'm lazy and I want to use ChatGPT Voice again. This page here is quite a mess, and I'm searching for the contact option to send them an email, for example. I don't know if it's an icon or the text or if it's hidden somewhere. Can you please help me where a potential contact option might be hidden?
Sure, I'm scanning the page for the contact route now. It's the envelope icon next to the search bar. Click that for the contact form.
Perfect, thank you. Now summarize all the tasks that you completed in this project for me, please, and add it to the project, to our chat, so to say.
Sure, I'll put a concise summary into the project chat.
So as you see, this all kind of worked. We can now quit our voice chat here. And if we go back to ChatGPT, we can find the completed work summary that I requested. Now, those were some examples on how to make use of this voice feature. And at the beginning of the video, I said ChatGPT Voice might change my opinion on those voice chats instead of typing what I want. And to be honest, this doesn't change my opinion. It's not bad. There are some scenarios where it can be helpful. For example, if you want to pick the hotels as I did, if you don't want to take notes, but just want to have somebody for you taking the notes and starting a research. But I still think it's quite clunky, to be honest. It took plenty of screenshots for simple tasks. So yes, you can try this out. It's a nice feature. It will evolve in the future. But for me, this is no game changer, to be honest. It's just a nice add-on that I might use for very specific cases where I don't want to type, but just tell ChatGPT what I want to have or what I'm currently looking for.